And the technical name is Dharmakaya, and that is what we become when we become Buddhas. We integrate perfectly with that cosmic metafabric. But that's not all we become, because in the journey to that, just like the historical Buddha, Shakyamuni, in his journey towards that, in our journey towards it, we will meet hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands of other beings, and we make a connection with them, and we make deep prayers to be able to help them one day. And the end result of that is that when we become enlightened, it happens absolutely spontaneously, without effort and without thought, through the power of our previous connections and prayers, and through the fact that now we've attained that cosmic metafabric, the Dharmakaya. Those will help fall into two categories. The first, and there'll be fewer, are the great bodhisattvas who are already free from samsara, free from the power of karma, and well on the way to enlightenment. We call them the bodhisattvas of the 10 levels, because their minds are so free, the quality of their meditation experience is extraordinary. And they will experience us, even though we will no longer have form and will be this universal wisdom and love. They will experience us as Buddhas, appearing in Pure Lands, teaching them. So, for instance, the healing power of this timeless fabric of mind, they will experience as the medicine Buddha, in a Pure Land full of herbs, where even the sound of the birds, the sound of the cicadas and the seagull, is something which is healing, and teaches about the healing nature of things and of mind. Great bodhisattvas will experience us in that way, as Buddhas in Pure Lands, and we call that level of experience Sambhogakaya, which means a very perfect enjoyment, a very intimate access to our Buddhahood, but nevertheless interpreted through the senses as something to be seen and heard, and so on. There will also be many millions of beings with whom we're connected, who are still in what we call samsara. They're still being reborn as somebody somewhere, with a much more limited mind, and they will experience us in a way that helps them, either as a Dharma teacher, maybe as a Buddha that comes into their world and teaches, or as a Lama, as a guru, or simply as a friend, or even as an inanimate object that helps them. If we think of the great words of Shantideva in his dedication, where he says, "May I become a nurse for those who are sick, a teacher for those who need a teacher, a bed for those who are tired, a boat for those who wish to cross the ocean." So people get spiritual help in all sorts of ways, not just from Buddhist teachers, but sometimes from objects, sometimes from nature, sometimes from people. They learn the great truths of existence, the Dharma. And we will appear to them in all sorts of ways to help them. And this is called Nirmanakaya. Nirmana means to emanate, so it's as though we emanated into their lives. And the supreme Nirmanakaya is the culmination of many, many people's good karma when they experience the Buddha coming to a world that has no Dharma to set the wheel of Dharma in motion, as did our historical Buddha Shakyamuni. So we see the historical Buddha Shakyamuni as being part of the 3 Kayas, as being one bit, one important but small bit of the Nirmanakaya coming to our world to teach the Dharma, and experienced by the beings of this world in a way that made sense to them. It's like seeing one tiny flash of light from a beautiful diamond which has so many more to offer. The historical Buddha Shakyamuni in this world was one flash of the diamond of the mind of Shakyamuni when he became enlightened. So far, I've talked about the historical Buddha and the Buddha as the three kayas. I'd like to finish by talking about the third way we understand Buddha, which is the Buddha within you, within me, Buddha nature. And that means that we have the possibility of these three kayas already within us. If you have a mind, and you must have a mind to be listening to this, then the essence of your mind, of all of our minds, is this pure wisdom, this infinite love, this power, this peace, this perfect morality and ethics, all the qualities of Buddha. If we take a modern, limited example of a new computer, it comes with so much pre-installed. It's like you have Buddhahood pre-installed. The operating system, the programs, it's all there. You just need to get it up and running and configured. But it's already there. Nothing needs to come from the outside. Your mind within has everything it needs to become Buddha. In the way that we experience life, dualistically, we experience our own mind as an inside and an outer world. So at first we will meet people who will awaken us to our Buddha nature. Through their help, we'll get a first glimpse, and then more glimpses and longer, better glimpses. And then we'll learn to stabilize the experience as we become freer and cling less. And then gradually the experience will be something which is there most of the time, and then all of the time, and then it becomes deeper and more subtle and gains more and more qualities until it's 100% perfect. The Buddha within, Buddha nature. These were a few very simple words about these three ways of understanding Buddha as the historical person, the three kayas, and Buddha nature within. The story of the historical Buddha you'll find in many books. More information about the three kayas and Buddha nature you'll find in Maitreya's amazing work called the Mahayana Uttara Tantra Shastra. Thank you very, very much for listening. I'd like to conclude by wishing that you find the Buddha within you. That will be such a wonderful and beautiful, transformative experience. I hope that, as Taisittupa says, Buddha blesses you, because we are not alone. So many have achieved enlightenment. Their presence is not negligible. I hope that the Buddhas out there in the world, in the universe, bless you, so you find your Buddha within, and in turn you can bless yourself and bless everyone. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.